I'm Tiffany Bonholm, and I love crafting, especially around the holidays. I love making homemade ornaments, and actually, all of the ornaments on our Christmas tree are handmade. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this little Christmas tree. Most of these materials you'll have in your yard or behind your house. But before we get started, we need to make sure we have all of the tools we need. So you need some sort of saw. You can use an electric saw or a hand saw. A hand saw is going to take a little bit longer. This is the saw I'm using today, and I've actually already used a piece of tape to mark my line. I can line up my wood here when I'm cutting it to make sure that all of my cuts are uniform and my tree is uniform all the way down. You'll also need a hot glue gun for assembly. This is a battery powered one. These are much more convenient. I love it. No cords to get tangled with and no staying close to an outlet. You'll also need a piece of scissors to cut the twine. This is to hang your ornament from the tree. And an eyelet. You have to have something to run the twine through. This will screw into the very top piece of wood on our Christmas tree. We have anise here. Anise is a spice. You can pick this up at your local grocery store, but it makes the perfect tree topper. The rest of this is all stuff I found in my yard. So I have moss that I found growing on a tree. I also have 5 pieces of wood that I found lying on the ground. You'll actually want wood that's already been removed and fallen off the tree. That most likely means it's already dried. If you cut wood directly off of the tree, there's still a lot of moisture in the wood, and it can dry out and crack over time or change the proportions of your tree. So these first 4 pieces, I'll actually only need 1 slice of. And like I said, each one of those slices is about 1/2 inch thick. This last one though, I'll need 2. I'll need 1 for the top of my tree and 1 for the trunk of my tree. So let me go ahead and get that cut for you. All right, so now that I have all those cut and laid out, I can start assembling my Christmas tree. So we're going to start with the largest piece. That's going to be the base of our tree. Put a little bit of glue and pop that middle piece on. All right, and when I push that down, I don't know if you saw that, but a little bit of glue pressed out. We're going to take some of this moss and just stick it right there to the glue. This moss adds some color to the tree and just makes it a little more interesting. All right, you're going to keep going up the tree, placing a little extra moss here and there for decorative purposes. Let's get a little more glue. All right. All right, and before we attach this top piece, you want to go ahead and put your eyelet in. This wood is soft enough that I can actually press it in and turn it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this now. I was able to do that by hand. All right, so now that we have in our eyelet, we're going to go ahead and attach the top to our Christmas tree. Had more glue shoot out, so I'm going to take this moss to cover that up and decorate it a little bit. All right, now we're ready for our tree trunk, so we can attach our smallest piece on the bottom. I'm going to put the glue directly on the piece to stick it on there. All right, turning our ornament around. I can see that I need a little bit more moss. I have a pretty big gap right here, so I can use that area to add in some of this moss. All right, now I am ready for my star. So this edge right here is a little flatter than the back side, so I'm going to attach my star to the flatter side. Get my glue and my star up there. All right, now all we're missing is our twine. All right, and voila, we are done. These make great little rustic ornaments to hang from the tree. You can give these as gifts to coworkers or friends. I hope you enjoy.